Hey everyone. I used to think learning English was just about knowing the right words. But I quickly realized that speaking, especially on the phone, was a whole different challenge. After my small victory with Ping Me, I felt like I was getting a little better at English. But my biggest fear was still phone calls. At least in person, I could use hand gestures or read expressions. But on a call, it was just me and my words, no safety net. That fear became real when my colleague Priya called me one afternoon. "Hey, can you update me on the client's report?" she asked. I panicked. Talking in English was hard enough, doing it over the phone was worse. I fumbled through my response. Yes. Report is almost ready. I will, send soon." There was silence. Then Priya said, "Okay, but can you tell me if you've added the latest figures?" I had no idea how to answer smoothly. My brain froze, and I blurted out, "Yes, it is in there. I will check once and then, confirm." The moment I hung up, I groaned. That was terrible. I sounded unsure, and the pauses made it even worse. That night, I decided to prepare. I searched for common phrases for phone conversations, and wrote them down. After going through multiple examples, I started noticing a pattern. With everything in place, my plan was finally ready. For starting a call, I made sure to begin professionally, by greeting the person, and introducing myself with my full name and company. A proper introduction would sound like, "Good morning, this is Samuel Johnson from XYZ Company." After that, I could smoothly transition into the purpose of my call by saying, "I just wanted to check in about," or "I'd like to confirm," depending on the situation. If I was confirming a meeting or appointment, I would phrase it as, "I'd like to confirm our meeting for." Does that still work for you? This way, I ensured my calls started on a clear, professional, and polite note, making the conversation flow naturally. During the middle of the call, I focused on keeping the conversation smooth and professional. If I needed to provide an update, I would say, "Sure, here's what I have so far," or "Let me walk you through the details." If I wasn't completely certain about something but wanted to sound confident, I could say, "I believe that's correct, but let me quickly verify, and get back to you." When I needed clarification, instead of hesitating, I would ask, "Could you repeat that? I just want to make sure I have it right." These phrases helped me sound more composed and structured, making my conversations feel natural and professional. For ending the call, I made sure to leave a positive and professional impression. If I needed to confirm the next steps, I would say, "Got it. I'll send it over shortly," or "I'll follow up with you on that soon." If the conversation required a follow-up, I would assure them by saying, "I'll keep you updated," or "I'll get back to you once I have all the details." To express gratitude, and close the call politely, I would use, "Thanks for your time," or "I appreciate your help. Have a great day." These closing phrases helped me end the call, smoothly and confidently. The next day at the office, I was determined to improve. Along with practicing the phrases I had noted down, I also started paying attention to my colleagues, like Priya, who handled most client interactions, and sounded smooth and professional. She never panicked, even when asked something unexpected. One phrase she used often stood out to me: "Let me get back to you on that." I realized it was a great way to avoid awkward silence when I didn't know the answer immediately. Later, I got my chance to put everything into practice when my manager asked me to call a client to confirm a meeting. I took a deep breath and dialed, "Hello, this is Samuel Johnson from XYZ Company. I just wanted to confirm our meeting for tomorrow at 3 p.m. Does that time still work for you?" The client responded, "Yes, it does. But can we push it to 4 p.m. instead?" For a moment, I panicked. I hadn't expected that, but then I remembered how Priya handled similar situations. I quickly responded, "Let me check and get back to you in a few minutes." I muted the call, checked with my manager, and called back. "Thanks for waiting, 4 p.m. works perfectly, see you then." The client replied, "Great. Appreciate it." When I hung up, I felt amazing. No hesitation, no awkward pauses. I had handled my first proper phone call. But my learning didn't stop there. That evening, while chatting with friends, I realized how different casual phone conversations were from professional ones. The tone was more relaxed, and the phrases were much shorter and informal. I remembered a time when I needed help from my friend and called her, saying, "Hey, are you available to talk for a moment?" There was a brief pause before she replied, "Did you dial the wrong number? Why so formal, bro?" I groaned. Not again. I mixed up formal and casual speech. It wasn't the first time this had happened. My office habits kept slipping into personal conversations, making me sound like I was still at work. But now, things are different. I've started to loosen up and go with the flow. Conversations with friends feel effortless, and I don't overthink every word. Now, instead of saying, "Are you available to talk for a moment?" I just say, "Yo, you free?" Instead of, "Could you help me with something when you have time?" I say, "Got a sec? Need a hand with something?" Instead of, "Let me check and get back to you," I say, "Let me see and hit you up," or, "I'll see and drop you a text." Instead of, "I'll call you later," I just go with, "Talk later," or, "Catch you soon." Instead of, "That sounds good to me," I say, "Cool," or, "Gotcha." Instead of, "I really appreciate your help," I keep it casual with, "Thanks man," or, "You're a lifesaver." And now, it feels like I've unlocked a whole new side of English, one that's relaxed, natural, and finally fits the situation. No more awkwardly mixing formal and casual speech, no more sounding too stiff with friends or too informal at work. I've started to understand the rhythm of conversations, adapting my tone depending on who I'm speaking with. But this is just one step in my journey. The next challenge: speaking confidently in meetings. Talking one-on-one is one thing, but speaking up in front of a group, that's a whole different story. But that's for another day. What about you? Have you ever struggled with phone calls in English? How did you overcome it? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.